Hey, my name King Acee, NBB King Acee. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
With King Acee, I can make you famous. Praying God makes my life painless. Keeping God first.
All right, so we got my guy, NBB King Acee, jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
How you feeling today, man?
Blessed.
Absolutely, man.
Blessed.
I appreciate you pulling up on us today, too, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, so what have you been working on since you've been in the city, man?
I just been out here for a few days, just celebrating my birthday.
Okay.
Not doing nothing much, just resting, relaxing,
Yeah.
chilling. Went to eat a little bit, seen some family. But other than that, just at the Airbnb, just chilling, relaxing.
I feel that, man. Well, happy belated birthday then to you, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
For sure, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, man, your story is pretty crazy, man. So
Yeah.
let's just go ahead and dive right into it, man. So from the email you sent over, you said you were born with a rare heart disease, right?
Yeah, I was born with a heart disease called dextrocardia heart disease, where the heart as well as the rest of your organs are flipped over and on the wrong side. So my heart is on the opposite side as well as the rest of my organs. I've had 7 open heart surgeries, 3 strokes. I have heart failure and currently waiting on a heart transplant. Been waiting for almost about 10 years now. And just going through, all type of things to get a transplant, to live comfortable,
Yeah, so, you just celebrated your 26th birthday, so that's why I feel you when you say, you're
Yeah,
blessed, man.
I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling good. I just celebrated my 26th birthday. Doctors told me I wasn't gonna make it past a date. About 10 years ago, they gave me 5 years to live, and now they just told me I got end-stage heart failure. I don't say that, the end-stage part or whatever, because, my God been treating me good, and I can't complain at all. I've been definitely being blessed, and definitely one of God's chosen. Mission that He got me on is so hard I can't even explain.
Yeah.
But He definitely real and definitely powerful.
Yeah, you're a living testimony of that, for sure, man.
Yeah. Every day.
Yeah. So do you remember, when your parents told you the first time, you've had this disease, or?
Yeah, all my life I done been in and out the hospital so much. So I kind of already knew that something was wrong. I couldn't, understand everything or whatever. But at about 10, my mom, about 10, she kind of sat me down and explained a little more everything in detail. I got a condition 1 out of every 12,000 people are born with, and a lot of them do not make it, unfortunately, and especially at this age. And I done been through just so much. I believe I was like 4 or 5, probably about 4. I had a stroke. 2001, I had a stroke. All of my organs shut down. I was brain dead. I was in a coma for 2 months.
Oh, wow.
And my mom just prayed and prayed and kept it moving and kept talking to God about it and pulled me out of there. And I always had a bad heart. And as I got older, I started to understand things and, see things a little more. But at about 13, 14, doctors told me I shouldn't be here at 20. That I really wouldn't be here. And it was a lot to take in, especially at that age, and dealt with it, and I had a lot of complications, just dealing with heart failure the symptoms and the feeling, the pain, it's a lot that I just can't even explain fully into detail that'll break you if you ain't got the right man for it. And that definitely if you ain't best friends with God, like God has brought me through so much. Like I wake up every day and pray and just be grateful just to be alive, just to breathe, from the smallest things, because He is really amazing and just been amazing my whole life.
Yeah. What inspires you to keep going? Because I'm sure you have your good days and your bad days. So what inspires you on the bad days?
I have good days and bad days. I just feel like I'm chosen for a reason, and God, He got something planned for me, and as you can see, I'm trying to work on it and see exactly what it is, and I'm here to tell people that He is real. I do have my 3-year-old daughter, so she is like, she everything, and I get up every day, take her to school, and put her to bed, just spend time with my baby, and I just, regardless of anything, I just want her to know that I ain't throwing no towel, I ain't giving up, and I'm fighting, every day, but most of the times I spend time with my baby because she's really amazing, and she's really my everything, and I just want her to know that I'm fighting to be here, because I want to be here to raise my baby, and I want to be here to see her grow up, as well as my nieces and nephews, and I just want people to know that don't give up, don't give up. I'm telling you, I done dealt with so much, and I done cried and prayed to God, and I'm telling you, when He talks to you and He listens, it's the most beautiful thing that you could ever experience on this planet.
Yeah. Do you need it?
Yeah, I've been going through hell trying to get a transplant.
Yeah, you mentioned you've been on the wait list for what, a year now?
I've been waiting on the transplant since like 2013.
Oh wow, that long.
I done relocated from different states, whatever. I was born in Minnesota. I still live in Minnesota. I was born in Minnesota. I grew up on the south side of Chicago. I waited for a transplant in my hospital in Chicago for about 5 years. Once I hit 18, I left Chicago because the violence was just too much, and I didn't want to be a part of it. I went to Texas for a little bit. Right now, currently, I stay in Minnesota, and I do stay as well as in Los Angeles, trying to seek a heart transplant at UCLA.
Okay.
And I'm still in the midst of moving somewhere else, trying to get a transplant, trying to see who gonna give me the best option and the best care.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it's been like for the last couple of years, And it's been very hard, mentally, emotionally. It's been exhausting, draining, financially. It's been messed up, but I've been praying, and God been helping me through everything,
No, I can feel that, man. Yeah. So if you're able to get the heart transplant, does that just cure everything, or what are the doctors telling you about that?
They saying with the transplant, it could prolong my life expectancy, about 15 to 20 years.
Okay.
Possibly more. When I say it didn't hit so much of mentally, and it really hits hard. It hits hard because I deal with heart failure every day. I have my bad days and my good days, but my good days outweigh my bad days, of course. But when bad days come, I'm telling you, just I be tired. I can't get out of bed. I'm sick. My heart don't work properly, so I retain a lot of fluids. So I can't pee out my fluids sometimes, so I have a lot of built up fluids, and it's like extra weight on my body to where I'm heavy. And when I get too heavy, my chest hurt, or I'm tired. Like I could sleep a good 8 to 12 hours and wake up for an hour and be tired, like I haven't slept at all. And it's one of them tires where you can't ignore. You would just fall asleep. Like and just dealing with that mentally and emotionally and just everything, especially when you got stuff you're trying to do. You're trying to do goals. You're trying to raise your kids. You're trying to take care of your baby, and you're trying to, make a living. Gotta make sure my baby got this. Gotta make sure I got this. I gotta fly out to here to see about this doctor. I gotta fly here. I gotta pay rent, pay bills. Like everything, and it's hard. It's hard.
Is your family very supportive of you too?
Yeah, my family, my mom is just the best, and my number one supporter. And man, she helps me. She helps me so much. Yeah. And when I say you gotta appreciate the people that God put in your life, because they really helped me out a lot. My mom, my older sister, her name Tatiana, she helped me out too much, a lot. Mother of my child, her name Miracle Compton. Shout out to her. She my everything, and she been helping me so much.
Do you need a second? You want a napkin or anything?
No, I'm good. People that been on my team and been helping me, been pushing me, and I really appreciate them and thank God for them every day. And it's, they some real ones. Definitely got some real ones on my team.
Yeah, it sounds like they threw it thick and thin, regardless.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're blessed to have that type of support system too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So let's switch it up to the music then. Like, how'd you get into making music? Is this something you've always been pursuing, or?
Music, I started to want to do music when I was like 9 to 10. I grew up just, listening to a lot of music, and it's like, I didn't know how exactly or whatever. But I was like, that's what I want to do. And I've been writing music for a long time. I kind of haven't been able to do as much music as I would like, and as much as I got on my shelf, I'm gonna say it like that. But I started a promotion business. And that's what it's called, NBB King Acee. NBB stands for Nothing But Business, because I work with people from all over, different artists or whatever, where I book out the club or the venue, and I get the flyers, promote everything, all of that. And you grab a slot and you perform, and we go like that, and I'm gonna promote the artists that I work with. And I started that in 2019. So I'm kinda on I would say I'm on my fourth show, but each one has been getting bigger and bigger. And as you can see, my life is very complicated, so it takes a lot to actually put into being able to just do that on the side, to handle that, take care of that financially, to put everything else in my life on hold and make sure this show go as planned or whatever. But I got some artists that I've been working with that's that's amazing. And I'm building a team, and we got so much coming. Yeah, that it's gonna be something amazing.
Now these shows are in Minnesota?
No, I have done all my shows in Madison, Wisconsin.
Okay.
I've done all my shows in Madison, Wisconsin. They always come through. They always show me love, support. I get a lot of love and support in Madison, Wisconsin. I definitely fuck with them or whatever. I do have a benefit concert that the church is throwing for me October 21st in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm trying to raise money for my heart transplant, as well as expenses, moving fees, and doctor fees, just all type of things or whatever that'll help me live comfortable, and that'll help me try and get this transplant, as well as my living situation. So I do have a GoFundMe that I'm promoting. You can find it on my social media. I have a couple Facebook pages. King Acee, King, then space ACEE. That's one of my pages. I have another page called Masa Ace, MASA, space ACEE. You can find my GoFundMe on there, as well as some of my music, and some information as well on my shows and how to contact me, and everything else. I like to manage artists. I like to take care of stuff that the artists might not have time to take care of, as far as scheduling interviews, try and get you on the radio. I have a lot of different things that I could help artists with. You know, if they the right artists and they for real about what they trying to do, and they fucking with me, you know. So you can also hit me up on Instagram, Demon, DEMON_ACEE. You can find my music on there, you know, pictures, of course. Different things that I do, different things, different shows, just everything. As well as my GoFundMe. I'm really asking for support on my GoFundMe. Anything helps. Cause I just want to be comfortable. I just want to be able to take care of myself and take care of my baby girl. That's all I'm trying to do. I really don't be trying to do much. Like I said, I just been out here just relaxing, cause my days usually be, you know, on the phone calling doctors or trying to move this, trying to figure this out, trying to, you know. So my life is crazy, man. Like,
I can imagine, yeah.
Like crazy.
Yeah. How much has your life changed since you became a father then 3 years ago?
Since I became a father 3 years ago, it made me want to. I don't have no room at all to sit. I get up every day trying to make something work. Every day. If I'm sick, I still try and put in calls. I still try and do this, whatever. I got to do something every day. I can't sit around for nothing. I'm trying to put a show together. I'm calling about a transplant. I'm calling the doctors from different states. I'm calling doctors from my state. I live in Minnesota, in Minneapolis. I'm seeing 5 different doctors there.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to see doctors in Atlanta. I'm trying to see doctors in UCLA, as well as I'm trying to see doctors in Salt Lake City, Utah. When I say I'm calling doctors every day, I'm trying to get records sent here, you know, x-rays. I'm trying to make sure my medicine good, my diet good, what I'm putting into my body. I have a protein losing deficiency as well, to where whenever anything that I eat, every time I use the restroom, it automatically leaves my body and leaves me without the protein that I need to live. And I'm having a hard time with that as well. So it's very hard to, you know, I'm gonna just say to eat healthier, as well as exercise and stuff like that. Everything is a lot more expensive, as well as you have to have the time and energy for it as well.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah, so like protein supplements and just regular fruits and vegetables to be feeling good for the day, oh, that costs money on top of everything else, you know.
Yeah.
And flying out to here, seeing this doctor, and flying out to here, and I've been the doctor so much. I'll be in the emergency room back to back. Thanking God I haven't been in as much for the last couple months as I usually would have, but God's definitely been blessing me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does the conversation with the doctors go? Are they kind of giving you hope, like they can get this done, or?
Man, that right there is just something different. When I say I didn't talk to doctors for about 5 or 6 years. I didn't have relationship with doctors about my goals, about my life, about my kid, my family, everything. Mm-hmm. And I had doctors that would just leave me hanging. I went to emergency rooms where I could barely breathe, where my heart was hurting, where I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack, where I was filled up with so many fluids that I could hardly move. And they had put me out the hospital.
Wow.
Because they don't want to deal with me in a facility why I got this condition. I done been mistreated by a lot of doctors, a lot of hospitals, a lot of emergency rooms. I done been kicked out. I done called paramedics to the point they ain't even coming to my house no more. When they get there, they ain't even trying to take me in. I done dealt with it over and over.
That's wild right there.
Yeah, I done got, I'm gonna say some places I have got the best care, and some places I have got the worst care ever. And it have been times where I felt like I wasn't gonna make it the next 5-7 minutes up out of there or whatever, and I got straight put out. Like, they get my name, they get my condition, everything that I've been through, my records, my charts, all that, and they look at how complicated everything is, they dismiss me right up out of there. They don't want nothing to do with me.
That's wild. You think they would try to do something, you know? Or?
I can't even go into a lot detail, but a lot of people just don't want to deal with me in a facility. I'm gonna just say they don't want too much to go wrong while I'm there. But yeah, I done been a lot mistreated by some places in the medical field.
Yeah, you mentioned 7 open heart surgeries.
Shit, yeah, 7.
Shoot.
7.
Like, what's the recovery process afterwards? Like, are you in the hospital for a while, or?
Most of my surgeries, when I was a kid, so I don't remember too much. I just know I was in the hospital a lot. Different procedures and stuff, like I would remember once I got older. I do currently have a pacemaker.
Okay.
I have a pacemaker I had put in 2001. In 2007, that broke. The pacemaker cord broke over my chest area, over my rib cage area actually, and they replaced that pacemaker in 2009. So it was broken from 2007 to 2009.
For 2 years, really?
And in 2015, I got a new battery replacement. And my bad.
You're good.
Currently, they say the one I got now will probably be less than 2 years of lasting. So I got so much, I can't even, I'm telling you, it's beyond complicated. It's like, I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
it's like overwhelming just to try and keep up with everything.
Man, I got everything going on myself, but I forget sometimes until I have a conversation and everything comes right back to what I'm dealing with, to what's wrong with me, you know, and it be like that, you know, a lot. So I just be trying to keep my peace, you know, keep me in my right state of mind, because it's so much that your mind, I'm telling you, it goes somewhere else. Yeah.
So how much does music like help? I'm sure that's like a form of therapy for you, kind of gets your mind off of everything that you're going through then.
I go to the studio and I write all day, every day. I got so much music, and it really helps, especially when I'm able to put out the exact picture that I pictured and I want everybody to see it or whatever. I got a new song I'm finna drop this weekend called Karma. I should be shooting a video for it this Saturday when I get back home to Minnesota. And I want everybody just to see what type of artist I am, see how creative I am. But music is definitely like, it lets me get a lot out.
I could imagine,
Yeah.
Kind of like just vent to the microphone. I'm sure that makes you feel a lot better too, man.
A lot. And me personally, I just think I know everybody rapping and doing music, but I think I'm a real artist. I'm real creative. I got songs for whatever. And I want everybody to look. You know, you finna look and see some amazing stuff come out, you know. Some amazing songs, some amazing videos put together, you know. Just, I done been through a lot, and I got a lot of stories to tell. Good and bad, you know.
So what type of vibe is Karma on?
Karma is basically, it's a chill, kind of chill, whatever. A little turned up on, you know, different areas or whatever, but it's basically just explaining karma and life, you know, how things that you do come back around to bite you. And it's just one way of me just trying to show how creative I could get with this music.
I got you.
Yeah.
And you got another song about to drop called Still Prevailing?
I got a project.
Oh, that's the project. Okay.
A project, a little EP I'm dropping called Still Prevailing. I've been working on this for a minute, and I think I should have it complete by mid-October.
Okay.
I should have it done or whatever, and it's gonna be something special, and it's gonna be more detailed into not my condition, but my relationship building with God, and me being able to say out of everything, I'm still here and still standing today.
Yeah.
And I want a lot of people to check that out and understand that and listen to it, you know. Yeah.
What's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now?
Man, just trying to stay on the right track, you know. I know a lot of different music, artists, whatever, entertainment, whatever, will try and throw you off. But this life is real. It's like, it's precious. It's the most precious thing ever. Don't let nobody ever trick you out your spot. No nigga, no bitch. It ain't even, don't get tricked out your spot trying to get some bread. No sale is worth it, no grave is worth it. Seeing your mama cry, all of that shit dead, that shit ain't worth it. None of that really matters. And no matter what people say on, you know, songs, videos, whatever, all that shit don't matter, you know. Your life is very precious, as well as your time. Yeah.
That's wise words right there. Yeah. You working on anything else at the moment?
Man, yeah, I'm trying to put together another show. That's gonna be, I'm probably having it in Minnesota. This will be my first show that I probably put together in Minnesota. Fortunately, I had a show Wisconsin this past summer that got canceled at the last minute. I had a huge artist that I was working with by the name of Tay Sharkey. Unfortunately, he passed. RP to him. He was from Madison. He passed, I believe, January or February. And I usually put my shows together about 6 months to 8 months prior to the actual event. And he passed, and I kept trying to push the show. I kind of felt like it didn't go as planned, and it wasn't meant. And so my next one, I just felt like it'd be better for me to do it in Minnesota and try and start there. But RP to Tay Sharkey, and check out his music as well. He was a great artist.
You got a shout out you like to give before you wrap it up here?
Shout out my homie, my brother. His name Julian. His name Juco 2 times. Shout out my boy T Trenches. I got cousin that I'm working with or whatever. That's cold rapper coming up or whatever. His name Hothead Trig. And he coming from Chicago as well. He is very amazing. You can find him on YouTube. You can find some of his stuff on my page. He's been performing at my shows. He's my blood cousin, and he amazing. He finna fuck the rap game up. I'ma just say that he cold. And other than that, I just like to shout out to the people that been on my team. My mom, my sister, my brother, Northside Gage. My brother, also Northside Gage, is also a rapper from Louisiana, whatever, that I've been working with. He's very, very talented. And like I said, Miracle Compton, my daughter that keeps me going, and my wonderful mother. And last, I like to shout out God. I like to just give thanks for being able to be here, being alive. I like to thank God for being able to see, being able to hear, being able to breathe, for the little things that people take for granted. I like to just thank God for everything, for my life, and just keeping me here out of everything that I've been through. But the interview finna be wrapped up, and I got a lot more of my story or whatever, of my story about my life. And if you hit me up, check out my pages, follow me, subscribe to me. I got some stuff on TikTok, YouTube channel, all of that, all my social medias or whatever. I have a lot more. And I definitely like to tell everybody about it.
King Acee, I can make you famous. Praying God makes my life painless. Keeping God first, cause my lifestyle is dangerous.